Vote of the Honorable Supreme Court ruling, which unequivocally recognizes that downloading and viewing child sexual abuse material is not just a legal issue, but a moral outrage as well, and a serious offense against the most vulnerable member of the society, that is, children. And the recommendation to redefine this term, the child pornography, as sexually abusive and exploitative material, is a transformative step, actually. This terminology shift reflects the gravity of the crime and recognizes the profound harm inflicted on the children. And it moves away from minimization often associated with the term pornography and underscore the reality that these materials are manifestation of severe abuses against children. And this ruling make it clear that the act of consuming this material perpetuates a cycle of exploitation, and each instance of downloading or viewing such content contribute to the demand that fuels these heinous crimes. Accountability is crucial, and we must recognize that consumer of this material are complicit in the abuse of children. And the Madras High Court judgment, Madras High Court order that viewing child sexual material is does not constitute an offense is not only troubling but also dangerous, I would say, because the Supreme Court intervention is critical in reinstating the seriousness of this issue. So, correcting the significant legal misunderstanding, and that could have led to a further victimization of children. About the sex education, sir, to effectively curb these issues, we must have to introduce the comprehensive sex education in schools and all over India. And education empower children with the knowledge about their bodies, consent, and the personal boundaries. It equips them to recognize inappropriate behavior and understand their rights. By fostering open discussion around sexuality and exploitation, we can build a resilience among children and reduce their vulnerability to abuse. I would like to mention here the Kerala High Court judgment in one of the bail application, where the Kerala High Court, I think in 2021, I'm not able to recall the exact citation title of the case. Kerala High Court directed the CBSE and the State Board of Kerala to introduce a sex education in their schools, in every school, whether it is a government school or private school, according to the age-appropriate curriculum. And right now, I have also filed a public interest litigation in Jammu and Kashmir High Court with regard to the same. And in this time, when Supreme Court a special mark with regard to this sex education. So I think this is a positive step, and we are looking forward to this to be implemented in all over India.
It's evident, Meeno Pada, that the courts, not just in the Supreme Court, but in the High Courts as well, through conversations and through activism by lawyers such as you, there's enough of a discourse going on within the courtrooms about the need for child sex education. How do we ensure it's a reality now that the Supreme Court has actually set the ball rolling? Let me bring in Soumya Jogi on this point. Soumya, the discussions that go on about the need for sex education is something, it's not an old debate. We have all known it for years.